Hi there and welcome to Gaining Vision. I'm Melanie. Thanks for tuning in again. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, take a second, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to like and share. Do you remember when we were kids how important it was to have really cool friends? How did you pick your friends back then? Me, it was who was cool on the playground. Somebody that was pretty, having a friend that, was popular, that was really important. As I got older, it was surrounding myself with friends that had common interests, who liked the same kind of music, things we could talk about. And of course, ones that were boy crazy, because let's face it, when you're young, that's what it was all about. As I got older, my thought process of friendship changed. I still had some really close friends from elementary and high school. And to this day, they're good, dear friends. And they would be there for me in a heartbeat. They would always come to my rescue, be there, be an ear during good times and bad times. But our friendship has changed. We're not talking about boys anymore necessarily, and we're definitely not about popular girls. That's not what it's about. It's about being a good friend, listening, being there when they need you, and also giving advice, helping them when they need it. But I noticed something happen. Those are my lifelong friends, and they will always be there for me. But as my life went on, I developed different groups of friends for different reasons. So let me give you an example. When I was in university, I had university friends. Some of them were from the same program studying art. Others were there living in the same residence as me. But these friends were people you spent time with, acquaintances really, because you really didn't get to know each other well. Maybe a few of them. I have a really good friend from university. But they were starting to become more temporary friends, let's call it, for a certain situation. After I left university, a lot of them I didn't stay in touch with, and that's okay because they were my friends at university. Then there was work friends. As you got different jobs, you'd have friends at work that you would talk to and stay in touch with at work. But once you left the job, they'd be gone. So are they friends or are they not? I'd like to think that friends are different for different situations. As I acquired a disability in my life, I started to find a lot of friends from the disability community because they could understand what I was going through. And did that mean that we only did disability related things? No. That's how I happened to meet them. And some of my closest friends are from that community. And I'm thankful for that. But no matter if they're situational friendships where you get to know them for a short period of time in a certain situation, you have to ask yourself, why are you friends with these people? What is it about them? What traits and characteristics do you look for in a friend? Is it somebody you can depend on? Is it somebody that you can laugh with? Is it someone who understands you? Or is it all of the above? Are people attracted to you as a friend because of what you offer? Is it because you're a good listener? Is it because of what you have and your material items? Maybe you have a really great car that you drive around going shopping in and things like that. Is that what is attracting your friends to you? And the reason I'm asking these questions are because there's definitely different types of people looking for different types of friendships. A true friend is going to be there whether you have no money, you have a lot of bad luck and terrible things happening in your life, and they're still going to be your friend. They're still going to be there to talk to you, to be there to listen, and to give the shirt off their back if they had to. That's what a real friend does. As I mentioned, friends come and go at different times of your life. I really feel that some friends are brought into our lives to teach us a lesson or to inspire us or get us over a rough spot. And then they leave. And that's okay. Friends can also change. Factors that may happen to them in their lives that'll affect the friendship. So perhaps you have a really good friend growing up or even later in your life, when you're single and they want to hang out with you all the time because you guys have that in common. You go for drinks, you may have, girl talk and talk about this, that, and the other, and then you meet somebody. All of a sudden that friend isn't around anymore because they're jealous or they're angry. They think you're spending all your time with your new partner. So you really have to examine your friendships and why friends are in it. Perhaps you inspire them. Perhaps you're there to motivate them. And that's good. Friends should help each other out. But it also can be draining if friendships are one-sided. I think it's important for us to have friends in all different aspects of our lives. All the temporary friends of the different places, as well as the lifelong friends. Your family can be your friends, but friends are people you can usually choose. And that's also important to keep in mind because you're choosing them based on what? What are they bringing to your life? Over the years, I realized that I don't need to have friends that are boy crazy anymore, and I don't need to have friends that are really popular or cool. But I need to have people around me that surround me that better me, that I can learn from, that inspire me. I like to talk about my Toastmasters friends because these are the people, or for my speaking community, that help me grow. They inspire me. They show me where I need to go and how I need to better myself. They lead by example and they bring positivity into my life. Having these friends keeps me grounded. Doesn't mean my other friends aren't important, but we have to find out what friends we need at what times. We're only one person. We don't need 100 friends around us all the time. We need to find out what friends we need at that moment. And of course, there's going to be friends that I call upon when I'm talking about Toastmasters, and there'll be friends that I call about when I'm talking about something I'm struggling with. It's just a very different type of friendship that you have, and that's okay. Some people opt not to have friends, and that's something else we need to look at. Why is that? Perhaps it's because they don't have the time to deal with friends, because it is a time commitment. You have to be there for them as they are for you. Other people just feel that they're better off with their family or on their own or with their spouse. Friends aren't for everybody, and that's okay. But the one thing I always want to keep in mind when I'm talking about my friends is that I can give them what they need and they're giving it back. It's a two-way street. So you don't go into a friendship to get something. You go there to give. You have a friendship. You want to be there to be a good friend. But if you're always the one giving and not getting in return, you have to question that friendship. I would hope that I help inspire and motivate my friends to do better for themselves because I would want that for them. But if they're going to be negative and bring me down, that's not a friend I want to keep around long term. So friends come in phases, whether it's situational, timing, or as I mentioned, come in for a brief point to teach us a lesson or guide us in a certain way. We have to be thankful for those friends. But when do friends become too much? There's some situations. I mentioned the amount of time that they require from us, but also when they start to bring you down. You really need to think, is it worth it? You have to really understand why you feel the need for friends. For me, I go back to my lifetime friends. They were there for me through everything, the stroke, the blindness, the divorce, the remarriage, my family issues. They've all four of them have been there forever. My disability community friends, as I label them, because it's how I met them, they're there to empower me, to encourage me, and to keep kicking my butt when I want to give up. We have fun too. We don't just talk about disability things, let's face it. But that's their role in my life and my role in their lives. And then, as I mentioned, my Toastmasters or speaking friends, they're there to encourage and push me to better myself. I'm hoping that you have friends in your life, if you choose to, because again, it's an option, it's a choice, that help better you, that make your life a better, more loving experience. If friends are bringing you down and you're with them for the wrong reasons, you may want to re-examine that. And if you choose not to have a circle of friends, that's okay too. But I hope that you do have someone that you can count on when you need them. Friendship is a gift, one that we should not take advantage of, and we should not take for granted. It's a commitment. It's a commitment to being there for them when they need us. And if you're up for the challenge, the rewards are amazing. Friendship is great. I'm so thankful for all of my friends, and I hope that you are too. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share. Catch you next time.